Hello everybody, we are doing something exciting today. We are going looking for Bigfoot. Nick knows a spot where there was a Bigfoot sighting. Somebody caught Bigfoot on camera. We think it's real.
And Bigfoot threw a rock at him.
And Bigfoot, yeah, so that's exciting. We might get a rock thrown at us today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a rock thrown at us today, because then that means we found Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That would be cool. As long as it doesn't hit me in the face.
We want to get as much footage as possible if we do.
So here's as far as we could come. We drove, how far would you say we drove down this dirt road?
Maybe a few miles.
Yeah, so we're pretty deep in it here. And I don't know how that guy that took the Bigfoot video got in further. Maybe he took a four-wheeler. Or there might be another way in that we don't know about.
On the back side.
It's the stream right here. It's a Bigfoot call. Nick is making Bigfoot noise calls, which has me a little worried. He really wants to find a Bigfoot, and I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see a Bigfoot too, because, I mean, come on. But I also don't know if I want to see a Bigfoot. Now that we're here and we're so isolated from, like, civilization, and, like, the roads are sketchy, and we're not in our car, and we're walking even deeper in, I'm like, what if it's aggressive? What if it hurt us? Like,
it'll start by us getting small rocks thrown at us.
what if we can't get away fast enough?
Well, if you start getting rocks thrown at you, then you just start backing away.
And it's windy, and the leaves are, like, falling off the bushes, making noises, and it's freaking me out a little bit. I was telling Nick on the way in, this is how, like, every horror movie starts. Like, are we being smart right now? I don't know. We've never done anything like this really before.
Make sure we're not being followed by, like, a cougar or something.
Oh, there was that video. Did you see that video of the guy? Was that Provo Canyon?
I don't know where that was.
We're in Provo Canyon right now. And I'm recalling this video now of this guy. I don't know if it was Provo Canyon, but it was somewhere in Utah. And he... Wasn't it Utah?
Yeah.
And
I
think so. Maybe we are misremembering. But he was out on a run and he ran into a cougar. And it was, like, aggressively, like, coming at him for a while. And he recorded the whole thing. And I can't think of anything scarier. Honestly. Like, oh my gosh.
You just have to be aware when you're in the forest.
Yeah.
Make sure you take all the precautions
So
necessary. And just be aware of what's around you. Because there could be something following or anything.
I don't know that we should go too far.
Yeah.
We are not professional Bigfoot seekers. We are just doing this for fun. And so we're not going to take it too seriously here to the point where we feel in danger or anything like that. Just stay on the road, not go too far, make sure we're back before too late. Yeah. Okay, you guys, a Bigfoot could definitely be in here.
Could be right in there.
There's like a water source for them right here. It's like thick.
Yeah, they usually like
forest
to be near water sources.
Like I don't know. And the wind is like making this all the more eerie. Ever since Ryan on our Fear Factory video pointed out that I said the word eerie, I think I've used the word eerie like multiple times on our videos. I didn't realize I said that word that much. Now I'm like noticing it. I'm like, I say eerie a lot. I don't know. I guess it's a cool word. It's eerie. Oh my gosh. The leaves rattling in that tree. I'm on edge. I won't lie. There's some like berries.
Don't know if you can eat them or not.
We're not gonna find out.
This is perfect habitat for him.
How do you make a Bigfoot call? Whoop!
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Whoop! 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 Maybe we don't want to be drawing them in.
We do, because we want to see them.
I really don't.
And we could record them and show that they're real.
I really don't know that I do. We don't know anything about them. Is that like a friendly call? Like, hey, we're here.
It's just a location call. But,
Like,
I mean, nobody really knows 100% about things, but there's a lot of eyewitness reports and things, so some people theorize that a whoop is like a location call, like I'm over here, and then you might hear a whistle and like a really loud owl call. They're saying like I'm over here. Sometimes you'll hear a tree knock where it sounds like somebody smacked a tree, or you'll hear where rocks clack together. So you just want to kind of listen to see if you hear anything that's out of the ordinary.
Bigfoot, are you there? We come in peace. We just want to see you.
We want to see you and protect your species.
We mean you no harm. I hear people.
Four-wheeler coming.
Whoa. That's how they get through there.
Yeah.
I'm a little self-conscious because I'm like, they probably just heard us talking to Bigfoot like a bunch of idiots. But then I realized we're going to be posting this video on the internet for the entire world to see if they want to. So I really shouldn't be worried about it.
Or making whooping noises.
Whoop! Oh, man. So yeah, that's what I was saying on our way in. That you probably can get through it on like a four-wheeler is the way to do it.
Or side by side.
Okay, so I just heard this like squeaky kind of like whistly noise, and I said to Nick, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "Okay," and I like shrug it off, you know, because I'm on edge. And then I hear it again, and I'm like, I'm hearing like a squeaky like whistly noise, and Nick. He sniffs in, and his nose is like whistling. And yeah. Okay, so I'm not just hearing things. It actually was a noise. It just was Nick's nose. It's hilarious. So the road continues on up here. And it just looks like you just go even deeper and deeper in the forest. Got the river here.
some pushed over trees over there. Could be from the weather.
Could be from Bigfoot.
Some snap bones and stuff. Interesting thing is how high that tree is broken off. Could be natural, could be weather, but it's interesting how high it's broken off.
Because Bigfoot does break trees like that, right?
Yeah. It's less likely to be other animals if it's that high up. So if you come over here and look through those two trees,
Oh, wow.
you can see an X. And that also can be a natural formation, but it's less likely for trees to fall in opposite directions. I think X is like a sign. Some people say, like, nobody knows anything about it, but some people say that's a sign that Bigfoot are beyond that point.
Like Bigfoot makes the X,
Yeah.
but we don't know why.
Maybe as like a territory marker so people don't like go past it. That could very well be used for that at some point, but it also could be weather, like I said, but chances of it being any sort of bear or animal like that is slim to none.
I thought I heard something.
I thought I heard something too.
Are
A
you-
breaking branch.
Yeah, like something stepped on something or... Okay, I just had the camera off for a second and I turned it back on. And Nick just, I don't know if you caught that,
they'll
but
be like, oh, they won't believe us. We just had the camera off and you heard us.
no, I had
Twig
the
snap.
camera on during that, but I was gonna say I had it off while you were saying they could be surrounding us.
Yeah.
And I'm freaked out. And also, like, if you look up there, like, it's
Pine forest.
goes like way even deeper in, which is where the sighting was. And like half of me like wants to keep going in, but like I think we're gonna call it quits here.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little nervous. Are you getting a little nervous?
I think I'm okay.
Well, I'm nervous. Especially after hearing that like snap
Sounded like it was back over
over here, right?
there. Somewhere over there, like you were over there.
I don't know. I thought I heard it over here. I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
The river. Oh my gosh, you gotta fix your nose. Ew. It's freaking me out. Are you okay to turn around
For what?
to go back to the car?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna be disappointed that we're gonna go further in? Alright. We have decided that we're gonna walk up to the end of the road where we can see right here by those trees in front of us. And then that's as far as we're gonna go. We're gonna turn back around when we hit that.
We're quite a ways from the car.
We are quite a ways from the car. And we need to make sure we're staying safe. And yeah. We have reached the bend in the road where we told ourselves this was where we stop. And oh man, I gotta tell you, I wish we had a four-wheeler. I wish we could keep going all the way to where that Bigfoot sighting was. Moss on the rock. All right, we're gonna turn around. This is the end of the road for us, but we could still see something on the way back down.
That might be a beaver
A what?
in there.
A what?
Some beaver house, like a lodge. You can just see a bunch of sticks piled up in the river. Could be a beaver
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
I don't know how well you can see it. It's just past those little sapling trees in the river.
Whoop!
It's like something hitting on the tree.
When? Just now?
Yeah, after I did that loop.
Do it again. Whoop! What direction did you hear it from?
Back over there
This way?
by the pine tree somewhere.
I don't know.
Didn't hear it that time.
Whoop! 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 Maybe I need to be lower. Whoop! Whoop! Nick keeps thinking that he's hearing noises like something smacking on wood or something. And I'm starting to get freaked out. And we are on our way back to the car now. And we're probably just psyching ourselves out. And it's probably just the sounds of like the river and the wind. But also, did you realize that right where you heard those sounds is right where these branches were broke and the X
Yeah.
in the tree?
Yeah.
You did realize that.
I've kind of heard it all around though.
Okay, I don't like that. Like, what if they are surrounding us?
Let's do a loop and then be real quiet.
I don't want to be real quiet.
Because then we can hear it.
Okay.
Anything picks up on the camera.
Okay, do it. Whoop!
Oh, I heard them straight up there.
No, you didn't. You heard
I thought
what?
I heard a wood knock straight up there.
Please don't say that.
Whoop! I heard you
Again?
yeah. I don't know if it picked up, but I thought I heard it twice.
Nick keeps hearing stuff. I don't hear anything, but I'm getting more and more freaked out. Whoop! I think that's an old nest.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Old bird nest. I zoomed in and now I can't see it on my camera anymore. Whoop!
You hear that?
I think I did. It was super, super faint, and there's no way. I doubt the camera would pick that up, especially with the river right here by us.
Sounded like a.
I barely heard it. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, let's go. I actually don't want to be here
I
anymore.
think there could be Bigfoot in here.
I'm scared. Can you imagine how scary it would be if we, like, turned around and there was, like, a Bigfoot behind us?
They're probably watching us
Oh, my
if
gosh.
they're around.
Okay, I actually think I heard something that time. It was super, super faint and super high up, like kind of far away.
We need to get to a point where the river's not so loud.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I really think I heard something that time. Like up in there.
Yeah, that's where I heard like 2 or 3 of them.
I only heard that last one. But like Nick and I looked at each other at the same time, which tells me we both heard the same thing.
I don't know if I'm seeing something or not.
What? Where? Here, take the camera.
It's up by the pine tree. There's a little pine tree up there. Can I see it anymore? I still see it.
I don't see anything.
It's probably just the pine tree, but it looks really weird.
I see like a small pine tree branch. Maybe that's what you're seeing.
See those two little trees up there? It's right between those two little trees that are clear in the back.
I don't see.
Right, and there's a pine tree between those two little trees.
I think it's just a pine tree you're seeing.
It looked kind of like a face to me, but I can't tell.
Is
Here.
it still there?
Yeah. Let me get a different view. Whoop! I might have heard one towards that pine tree area.
To me, that almost sounded like a whoop back.
We'll have to really listen to the audio at a high level to see if we can hear anything.
But we definitely heard something. Was it something responding to our call? Or was it something just falling? The wind is blowing. I don't know.
Just keep an eye out. We might be able to see something.
A lot of the time too, people will see things or other people will see things
On the footage.
when they watch the footage back.
Yeah.
And we'll point it out, or, somebody will find it later.
So if you see anything, note the time in the comments.
Yes, let us know. That would be so cool. We're not seeing anything right now.
No.
But,
Seems like after the fact, though, a lot of times people will pick stuff out in the footage.
right.
But at this point, I don't see anything. Except for that weird face thing, but I think that was pareidolia.
Nick's wanting to see a Bigfoot so badly that he convinced himself that there was something there.
It looked like a face.
But who knows, because we did hear those noises, so...
And it looked like a big face. It didn't look like a human face or anything. It looked like a big face by the pine tree.
Wow.
It's like a hornet's nest.
Yeah. Wasp nest right there.
I just heard something up there again.
Are you kidding me? Did we leave prematurely? Should we go back? Or maybe that's our sign to not go back. I know it looks really cold when you see Nick's clothes blowing in the wind and stuff, but it's actually not that bad. And the weather is such that if you were to go to the zoo, I would think zoo animals would be more active today. And I don't know, maybe Bigfoot's the same. Maybe Bigfoot would be more active on a day like today where it's not too hot, not too cold. It's actually, it's like a nice day to be out here. Nick just spotted another X of trees back there. It's kind of right in the center of the shot right now. I just found another X in the trees back there next to that one that's still standing vertically. See it? There's a lot of X's in these trees. That's a Bigfoot thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of pushed over trees too, and trees broken off at high angles.
Which,
It could be weather.
they did say that the road
Look at
was
that.
impassable
That's like
due
a
to
teepee
weather.
structure.
Here.
See that? Like at the top, they all converge up there,
Yeah.
and then they all go
Bigfoot
down.
do that too, right?
Yeah.
Which, okay, what I was going to say is
Here.
there is a sign. There is a sign saying that the road was impassable due to weather. So there could have been some pretty bad storms over multiple times. So the wind was blowing one way one time and another way another time. But I don't know. Take it for what you will. Could be weather, could be Bigfoot. Who knows? There is another hornet nest right there. It's cool to see those out here in the wild too.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cool to be out in nature.
There's something in the bushes back here. I'm hearing it. Do you hear it?
I think it's probably like a squirrel.
Oh.
Sounds really light.
I don't know or care.
Hey,
No, let's go. I don't like this at all.
squirrel.
You don't know if it's a squirrel.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I wasn't recording. It was rustling in those bushes. I just assumed it was like the wind blowing the leaves, but it
just kept going.
definitely was not. I don't like that. Let's go. Come on.
Whoop!
Stop. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to leave. I did not like that at all. It's right back there.
Whoa.
What?
Is that a footprint?
Nah. There wouldn't just be one random footprint. Looks like a hole of some sort.
Looks like the toes dug in right there.
I don't know, that's not very Bigfoot though. Like, look at my foot.
It could be a young one. I don't know. Could be a human too.
And also, like, there's like a leaf right there, like...
See, can you see like how it looks like toes?
3, maybe? I don't know.
Could just be an illusion.
Also, like, we said we're like far from civilization, which is true, but like we saw those people on the 4-wheeler come down and like there's names carved into trees everywhere. Like, people definitely come down here. So,
Yeah, but you don't have to be in the middle of nowhere to see Bigfoot.
no,
They say
but
Bigfoot's on the outskirts of civilization.
which is exactly where we are.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it could be man-made, human-made.
I want to look around a little bit.
Are you sure this is the time? I'm a little freaked out. We keep hearing noises that sounds like maybe little tiny pebbles, like, hitting into, like, the leaves on the ground and stuff. Like, it seems like we keep hearing more and more noises, which, I mean, we're out in nature. It is, like, windy. And so it really could be anything. But, I don't know, I'm getting a little scared. Are you ready for your final whoop? Okay,
Yep.
we're gonna whoop, and then we're gonna be very, very quiet. So you people that are watching, listen and let us know if you hear anything. Okay, ready?
Whoop!
I don't hear anything.
Me neither. One more.
Okay.
Whoop!
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, nothing.
The river is much quieter where we are currently standing, but I couldn't hear anything that time.
I couldn't hear either time anything in response.
Yeah. Though I have been hearing all sorts of little, like,
Pebble noises. and stuff.
yeah, something really small, like hitting into like the leaves on the ground or something.
Actually, might be able to see something behind us. So a lot of times with cryptids, they'll look
Do you know
when
how?
you're when you're facing a different way, they'll look at you.
Do you know how absolutely terrifying that would be to get home and review your footage and see a creature watching you while your back is turned? Oh my. Like, I mean, at least at that point you know you're safe from it, but like, to know that you were ever in that situation.
It's like Scott Carpenter. He always has he always had a camera pointing behind him.
Yeah.
So he could record things, and that's how he got a lot of his good shots that he's got. There is sort of a lighter feeling as we get further from that pine forest. So maybe we were being watched, who knows?
Yeah, that makes you wonder if, like, it's why? Like, is it just because we're more at ease because we know we're getting, like, closer to the car? Or because we aren't hearing the noises that we were hearing before? Or is it because something was watching us and we didn't know, but maybe we knew without knowing? Like, our subconscious knew? Does that make any sense?
A lot of people report feeling off when they feel like they're being watched by Bigfoot, and then they have like an encounter or something.
I don't know if I felt off. Did you feel off? I don't know if I felt
like
off.
Totally, but I felt a little weird.
I think I just have been anxious this entire time anyway. So knowing that we're getting closer to the car puts me a little bit more at ease.
People get the feeling that they're being watched when Bigfoot is watching. A lot of times they'll feel like they're being watched and then they'll have an encounter.
This is so scary. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm gonna do one more whoop. Whoop! Whoop! I don't hear anything.
You see where
Yeah.
it's like triangle cut and the bark is missing? The beavers will actually eat the bark.
That actually does look kind of
I think that might be from a beaver.
beavery. I mean, I don't know much about beavers, but I would suspect that a beaver could do that.
It looks like it was gnawed on by a beaver.
Man, I want to see a beaver. There's another, like, kind of broken branch there, too.
I bet there's beavers around here. It looks exactly like it because they'll eat till there's a little stick left, and then they'll just let it fall over. And that's what, see how there's a little bit left?
Yeah.
So that looks totally like beaver.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun to see a beaver.
And back there, it looked like a beaver lodge in the middle of the river. Or, I don't know if it'd be called a river, maybe a stream.
It did look like a beaver built that. Oh, beavers, come out, wherever you are.
That's definitely beaver right there.
That?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Film that up close. You can see the little chips.
Both of them. Look at all of that.
Yeah.
Like, gnawed off.
That's definite beaver. So there's beaver around here.
Oh, I want to see one. How fun. It's like kind of hard to tell in the camera.
They'll move rocks.
But is that a beaver dam?
I think it is. They'll move like rocks and then the wood that they've cut and put it on the rocks, and then they'll put all that mud in those leaves.
There is a rock right there.
Yeah, and like those mud and leaves, they'll pack into it so it builds up the water, and they'll do multiple dams, and then back there where that lodge was, it'll be like deeper. Because they don't like to be out of the water too much. So the more they fill it up, the safer they feel like they are. There's lots of signs of beaver around here.
Guess what? I can see our car.
Yeah.
We're saved.
Nobody broke in.
I mean, we still have like quite a dirt road to drive down to get back out to civilization. But as far as the on foot portion, we are just about out of the woods. Get it? Woods. I actually didn't intend for that. Whoa.
There's another dam.
There's like a hole in the rocks. Yeah. Do you see that?
That's cool.
Whoa, the water goes down in there. I can see like a little waterfall going down in.
Yeah. I wonder if like the beavers use that as like protection.
Whoa. Interesting. I wonder where the water goes once it goes in there.
It looks like it wraps around and comes out down there. Beyond that rock.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
One final whoop before we go.
Yeah.
Should we do it at the same time?
If you want to.
Let's do it. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoop! I feel like the wind has also picked up, so those ones that we heard, or at least the one I heard, was so faint that I don't think if it happened again right now, the way the wind's picked up, I don't think I'd hear it.
And just how far away we are from where we were hearing it.
Yeah.
We were barely hearing it when we were back there, so back here, we probably wouldn't hear it even if we were close.
Also, I just found another tree that's busted up like pretty high.
Yeah, a couple of them right there.
Like, those are tall.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to get back in our car and make our way down this dirt road and head home.
And so if this is found footage, then Bigfoot probably got us.
Although at this point, we're right by our car, so something crazy would have had to happen.
Yeah, it's happened before.
Anyway, it has been fun, and thank you guys so much for joining us for another adventure
In this wondrous weird world.